funk, thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and know that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress and bring me looking like my blessings dropping. And so I cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah. Let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Test. Let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Salute. Welcome. Hey, y'all. My bad. Y'all know I'm a very punctual person. You know, I normally start right on time, but your boy over here eating like I ain't nothing, man. I'm over here like grubby, like,
What?
I'm over here grubbing like I ain't nothing. My bad, y'all. I apologize. I'm eating sushi. I'm eating on sushi right now, y'all. So yeah, I love sushi. I really do. I love sushi a whole lot. I don't this kind of sushi. It's like the store bought sushi, right? So it is fresh, but however, well, whenever I buy store bought sushi, I never get it raw. Okay, the one time I eat raw sushi is when I'm actually at a sushi bar. That's when I eat raw sushi. But store bought sushi now we get it cooked. Your boy get it cooked for real. So yeah, this sushi going hard, man. Sushi going hard as something. So hard I can't even talk. Damn. Oh Lord, Jesus.
God damn.
Delicious. But salute, y'all. Salute. Welcome to the show. Y'all know what time it is on the show. This is the Ask Urban Anything show. I do this show every single month where I allow you, the viewer, to come up and ask me any type of questions your heart desire. All right. Tonight's going to be a little different because by popular demand, a lot of people have been wanting me to do like a Ask Urban, but a open panel type thing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to bless y'all with the opportunity to come up here and do an open panel thing. You know, even though your boy Urban is like, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'll do it for y'all. I'll do it for my fans for real. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to drop the link in a few minutes, but I want to give y'all some quick house rules too. All right. Before I drop the link. First of all, the link that I'm going to drop, it's not StreamYard, it is actually Zoom, okay? So with that being said, when you click the link, make sure that you change your name, okay? Because on Zoom, those of y'all who used Zoom before, y'all kind of know how it works, right? But one thing is that if you have an account with Zoom, it's going to automatically show your government name on Zoom. So what I did for you is the moment when you want to click on the link to join, you could rename yourself, okay? So you could take your government name out of there and rename yourself however you want to name yourself. You could name yourself Jaja Juju for as I could say. I don't give a damn. But I gave you the option to where, you know, you can rename yourself, okay? Second thing, well, when I admit you into the Zoom, right, your audio is going to, you're going to have to, if you are on your phone, you're going to have to press a button so you can use your audio, okay, on your phone. If you use it from your computer, I believe it's the same process. We got to choose which audio you're going to use and go from there. All right. And so after you choose your audio, you're going to be automatically muted. I did that intentionally, okay? Last but not least, don't worry about coming up because I didn't disable it anyway for you to come up, okay? So you don't even have to do that at all. You don't even have to come up or nothing like that, okay? All right? So y'all got the house rules together? Good, great. I could drop this link and we could go ahead and get this show started. But first, shout out to everyone who's in the chat right now. I see you. We got Show Enough in the building. We got George. She said Urban. I am so used to you being on time. I'm so used to you being on time.
God damn.
Sorry, Miss George. Sorry. My bad. I was eating. My bad. But she's in the building as well, too. Show Enough in the building. Like I said, we got Alec in the building as well, too. What's up with it? Salute. And we got Miss Anaya / Rashid in the building as well, too. What's up with it? Salute. Welcome. And everybody else who are either watching in the bushes or you're going to catch the replay. Salute to y'all as well, too. Salute. Salute. Man, the milkman, what's up with it, bro? Salute. Line Pride, what's up with it? Salute. Salute. You said salute, everybody. And I have a question. Were you trolling us when you said you was going to quit YouTube a few days ago? Everybody in the chat who caught that live, was Urban trolling y'all? Do y'all think I was trolling y'all when I told y'all I was going to quit YouTube? Do y'all think I was trolling y'all? The answer to the question, bro, is hell no. I was not trolling at all, bro. I was dead serious about that, for real. Dead serious. It took just about everybody, not only in the chat, but it took different content creators. I even got some email from some content creators as well, too. Say, hey, bro, we need you. Yeah, because I was dead serious. I was like dead serious, bro. For real. I was like, you know what? Forget this YouTube mess. That's how the way I was feeling. Forget this YouTube mess. But yeah, I wasn't trolling that out, bro. I was serious, for real. I was dead serious on that. But anyway, y'all, let's go and jump to the show. Like, once again, today it's Ask Urban Anything show. You can ask me anything either in the chat. I'm going to actually have the link drop for y'all as well too. So if you want to come up, you can also ask me as well too. So I'm dropping that link right now for y'all. Here it is. Now, once again, this link is not StreamYard, it is Zoom. Okay, so. Just to give you the house rules again, when you hit the link on Zoom, I did enable it where you could change your name. So you won't be displaying your government name on here, because it's going to do that when you initially hit this link, okay? So you could change your name up to whatever name you want to. Second thing is that it's going to ask you to, confirm your audio. Then finally, you're going to be muted. It is okay, because I have everyone blocked, muted until I unblock you, okay? And last but not least, you don't have to cam up, all right? So I got the cameras disabled too, so you won't even have to cam up at all. So those of y'all who's planning on trolling me, those of y'all who's planning on palm bombing me, it is not going to happen. It is not going to happen, because your boys are one step ahead of all y'all. So you get on here, you say whatever you want to say. I don't care. I don't care. As long as you're following YouTube criminal guidelines and standards, you can do you. All right. So I do have the link dropping right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to pin the link. Moderators, every so often you could continue to share the link as well too, so people could be aware of it. Let me do this. Damn it, stop. Hold on, give me one more. I'm trying to pin it real quick. There we go. All right, so I even got the link pinned as well too. All right, so we're good. We're good. We're good to go. All right, let's get it. Let's get it with the Ask Urban show. Once again, y'all can ask me anything that y'all heart desire. Okay, but while we waiting on people to attempt to coming up, am I using StreamYard? No, I'm using Zoom. Okay, but anyway, why I'm waiting people to come up? I do have a question I want to ask y'all. Okay, I got a question I want to ask y'all. There's a rumor going around that if a man were to ask a woman out on a date, is that called simping? Well, what do y'all think? If a man asks a woman out on a date, is that called simping to y'all? Is that simping? But what do y'all think? Because I when I heard this, right, it intrigued me. It intrigued me a whole lot. But I'm curious to want to know what y'all think about that. Is it simping if a man asks a woman out on a date? What do y'all think? Because apparently, according to the Drizzle movement, they're saying that it's absolutely, positively simping. God damn. That's what they're saying. They're saying you're simping for asking a woman out on a date. You're even more simping if you absolutely positively pay for the date. They say it's simple like ain't nothing. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think it's simping or not? What do y'all think? I'm telling y'all how I feel about it. When you think about it right, when you think about it right, who's actually benefiting if a man asks a woman out on a date? Who's really benefiting from that exchange initially? Is it the man benefiting from that, or is it the woman benefiting from that? And I want y'all to think about this. So here's the whole scenario. A man asks a woman out on a date. Why they having this conversation, right? The initial conversation, they're going to be trying to choose a certain place to go to. Normally how this conversation ends is that the woman ultimately choosing the certain spot or venue to go to. It normally ends off that way. Like, say, for example, if I were to, ask one of y'all out on a date, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm asking you out on a date right now, and I say, oh, okay, well, what are some of the things that you like to do? Then the woman end up explaining the different things she like to do. Or I like going bowling, or I like going to a lounge, or I like going smoking hookah, or I like going to a restaurant. All right? So the dude's like, okay, all right. So he's making plans. He said, okay, we are going to go to what's a restaurant y'all know about? Chili's. We're going to go to Chili's. All right? We're going to go to Chili's. Then right after we go to Chili's, we're going to go to the bowling alley and do a couple of rounds of bowling. 9 times out of 10, that woman is going to alter their plan. No lie. She's going to try to alter that plan, and she's going to say, instead of Chili's, I'm feeling more like crab legs. I'm feeling more Red Lobster. Can we do that instead? So the dude, he like, oh, okay, we could do that. That's fine. So ultimately, technically, it's not the man who's really planning the date. It's really the woman who's planning the date. She's going to the places that she want to go to. And on top of that, the dude is willing to pay for the whole entire thing. So I asked the question again. Who's really benefiting from that exchange? Is it the man or the woman? Let's look at it from this point of view too. Every woman knows if they are going to sleep with a dude or not. They already know that. They already know that. They know it from the phone conversations that they exchanging from each other. They know all the way up to the point of the actual date itself, while the date is going on. They already know that prior. So they have one or two choices. They can either choose to sleep with this dude or not. It's just that simple. So even if the woman chooses to sleep with the dude, right, who's benefiting from the date? Is it the man or the woman? Who's truly benefiting from it? Is it the man or woman benefit from it? Now, keep in mind, y'all, all these different things is happening for the woman. She's going out on a date. She's really paying for a good time, you know what I'm saying, out of the dude's expense. That's what she's doing. And the only thing that the dude is getting out of exchange is a possibility that she may sleep with him or not. A possibility, not a certainty, but only a possibility. So I ask again, who is really benefiting out of the whole entire exchange? Who's benefiting from it? The man or the woman? But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Shout out to everybody who's tuning in so far. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We got Sal Patch in the building as well too. Thank you. Vaughn said this. She said, no, it is called courting, Ben.
That's bullshit.
It's called courting, Urban. Well, if he asked her and she said yes, they're both benefiting from it. Okay. All right. Lance Price, she said so she gets a paid meal and he gets nothing if they don't sleep together. What is it that he's getting in exchange of this? That's the question that I'm asking. That's why I'm asking y'all tonight. What is the man getting in exchange? The woman is getting pretty much a free date. That's pretty much what she's doing, unless that dude end up saying, hey, let's go Dutch, which y'all already know 9 times out of 10, most women do not want to go Dutch. They want to get a free meal, especially modern day women. I'm not talking about the, old school women who's like in our age group or whatever. I'm talking about the younger ones. Most of them do not want to go Dutch at all, period. They want that dude to pay $100 for that date. They do. And on top of that, they may say that they want the dude to plan the date, but ultimately it's really not the man who's planning the date. It's the woman who's planning the date. She's planning the date by simply manipulating the dude to go to certain places that she want to go to. That's why I was giving y'all that example earlier about that whole conversation, that whole back and forth conversation where he introduced himself there like, okay, we're gonna go to Chili's, we're gonna go to the park, and that's it. That's the date. Well, instead of Chili's, can we go to Red Lobster? Well, instead of the park, can we go bowling? And 9 times out of 10, that dude gonna say yes for the simple fact that in his mind, he trying to do every possible thing to impress this woman. So he's going to, as we say, simp out and go ahead and do it. So once again, who's benefiting from that? Is it the man or the woman? Now, since we mentioned about sex, right? Let's say that the woman ultimately do allow the dude to have sex with her, right? Isn't that really a win for the dude? Isn't that a win? Because to be truthful about it, to me, that is not a win. Just to get a woman body and have sex with her for that moment is not necessarily a win. Especially after when this dude literally invests into this woman. I want y'all to think about it from this perspective too. One, a lot of y'all look at prostitution or people who are sex workers as something that's icky and destructive and nasty and these different things like that, right? But let's think about this, right? Isn't it the same exact thing that normal women do on these dates where the only thing that they could give in exchange is their body? So ain't this technically prostitution or technically being a sex worker, but it's not being titled a sex worker? Well, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think? Could it be possible that that's what it is? Especially if that woman decides to give her body. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think that's technically being a sex worker or what? Because I don't know. It sounds like that to me on the cool though. That's what it ultimately sounds like to me. But hey, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but hey, like I say, I'm not saying that this is facts or truth or anything like that. I'm just only giving y'all my perspective on this. All right, we just having a conversation, okay? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, oh goodness. But salute to y'all. So Lance Prime, she said this. She said, so far, neither lost anything. He didn't lose
Can y'all hear me?
anything. Yeah, I can hear you now. I just unmuted you. But yeah, she said so far neither lost anything. He didn't lose anything. She didn't lose anything. I buy a stranger a meal. All right, gotcha. I got you on that. Then Lance Pride also said this. So if they don't have a encounter, no one benefit and no one lost. Hey, I agree on that. I agree on that. Shoot, I'm not just saying. Von Slew, what's up with it? Why you muted yourself again?
Look, I don't know how to work this. I can't even see you or the panel. But anyway, I can't be up here long. My phone is on 7%. I wanted to comment on the man simping out and paying for the meal instead of going Dutch with a girl. Okay? My opinion and my opinion only. If a man is in the mind frame of dating, okay, and he feels like a simp for asking a woman on a date and it doesn't lead to anything intimate, or he feels like if I'm buying crab legs, it needs to be something, intimate at the end of this. If he's in that mind frame, I personally feel he should not be dating, because an old saying popped up in my head, you shouldn't give things that you can't afford. Not afford. You shouldn't give anything that is gonna cost you something, right? Like,
okay.
If somebody asks you to borrow some money and you're gonna be salty about giving them that money that they asked you for, you shouldn't give it out. So that's how I look at it. If a man is going into dating with that kind of mindset, he shouldn't be dating, because you're not always going to get intimacy when you're dating. You shouldn't look at it or feel like less of a man or half a man because you spent money to impress a woman, and by the end of the night, you didn't get anything in return.
Simple. Interesting. So let's use that same logic, but we're gonna reverse it, right? Let's say if it's the woman who's doing the same as that thing. So would you stay with that argument? Did you mute yourself again? Lord Jesus, Von.
Okay, I don't know how to. Once again, I don't know how to work.
Oh, but Lord Jesus.
Anybody who, when it comes to money, I feel like anybody who gives money or buy expensive gifts, looking for something in return, them kind of people, I'm not gonna. Now, this is just an opinion. I'm not going on strike. I ain't fighting for women's rights, men's rights, none of that. If you are the kind of person that feels, if I spend $100 on you, you need to give me anything. You owe me your life. You owe me sex. People like that are dangerous. Now, that's just my own personal opinion, because I'm going to always owe you. You're going to always need something in return when you do something nice for me.
So
that's how I view them kind of people.
So what's your definition of courtship?
Ooh, that's a good question. Wait, why you put me on spot? Hold on, let me think. let me not get excited. I don't need everybody in my headspace. Okay, it depends. Okay, so let's say, I'm gonna use my relationship. So my husband, he liked me for a long time. He didn't have a lot of money. He did what he could, and when he got more money, he showed out. So that's my only definition. Like, when you really like a woman, you gonna do what you can. And if you got it, you definitely gonna show out for her. So if I could if I could, okay, wait a minute. Ask me again. Wait. So okay. Courtship to me is um he plans the date. Um he first of all he gets to know you. I'm gonna say that first. He gets to know you, your likes and dislikes. So let's say you like seafood and or you like chicken. He gonna know that. So his recommendation for a date night is gonna be a seafood joint or a chicken spot. You get what like to me is when a man knows you and he tries to do the things that he knows that you like. Versus trying to, because I'm gonna keep it real. When a man does things to impress me, because I've been there, it's really annoying because it's like you don't know me and you just have an assumption of me, right? So I'm gonna just say when my husband courted me, he got to know me a little bit beforehand. He knew my likes and dislikes. He knew I like purple. He knew I didn't have a problem with going to a chicken joint. He knew I ain't have a problem with going to a nice restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew me. So that's to me, that's a part of courtship, getting to know the woman. Of course, romance, flowers, candlelight dinners, you know, because you're trying to, get deep and intimate with each other, right? Like, yeah, I like that. You shouldn't have asked me
Hey,
because
hey,
I,
you came up here for the smoke because you know I'm gonna ask, and I got other questions too, Bob. I'm letting you cook right now.
okay. Wait, see now I gotta put my phone on the charger. Okay, hold on, wait. Give me a second. So we got, what did I say? Getting to know the woman, romance, um, gifts. If the woman, because I like cards, but I do like stuff like teddy bears. He bought me unlimited teddy bears when remember we was young. So don't y'all in the chat judge me, okay? He bought me lots of teddy bears. Um, Let me think. He know I'm crazy about jewelry. Not any jewelry, y'all, but certain costume jewelry. So I got a lot of cute rings and necklaces, stuff like that. Like to me that's courtship. Deep conversations, you getting to know him. Him being open to you getting to know him. No lies and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah. To me, that's courting a woman. Like, you showing her like, I got you, I know you, you know me, we know each other. Yeah. Yeah. How that sound?
I got you. Everything you said that is the typical answer that every woman will say about courtship. So let me ask you a follow up question.
Okay.
Who's courting who is your husband only courting you or you courting him, or is it a both thing?
In my opinion, like I said, we were young, y'all. We didn't have a lot. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, I did things to impress him, like, oh, I got you the new Jordans. I can get your hair cut. Oh, you ain't never been to Mr. Lounge. You know my favorite restaurant is the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Oh Lord,
He
not the Cheesecake Factory.
That's bullshit.
he had he had never been there before. So to me, I was impressing him by showing him something new. That was what was in my head. I'm gonna keep it real. To me, it was like, oh, you ain't never, been somewhere like this. I'm gonna take you somewhere nice. That was in my head. So what else did I do? Oh, he crazy about watches, so I bought him watches and shit. Like, yeah.
How long did it take for you to start buying things for him or doing things for him?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Okay, mama raised me. Don't be spending money on niggas.
Oh,
But
there it is. There it is.
God damn.
if I'm being honest though, it let's see, a year. Okay, so I'm gonna say maybe 6 6 months. So I'm gonna say 6 months in the same year that we started dating. I'm gonna say that.
Oh my God, Vaughn. So let me get this straight. So Mr. Vaughn
What?
Mr. Vaughn spent 6 months into courting you, buying you things, take you to the Cheesecake Factory, going to
No, no, no.
get
So you heard that wrong. I took him to the Cheesecake Factory.
oh, okay. But he was doing everything else for you for 6 months, and that's when you finally were like, you know what? I believe he's the one. Let's go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Um, no, okay, you know what it was, honestly? It was like that. I like first of all, I liked him and he was different from anybody else that I was messing with. So it was like to me, I do like he do anything for me. Why not do something nice for him? And it's kind of messed up that you grilling me for it because he didn't like it. He didn't like that I took him out on a date.
I mean,
But
as he should,
man,
because
you'd
he's
be
a man.
surprised. But it's like I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I didn't. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I still don't see nothing wrong with it. Cause to me in my heart, it was like I like this person enough to spend to, use my money. Okay. You need a haircut? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it changed. But it was my heart that did that. It wasn't just, oh, we dating, cause no, I never spent money on any dude I've ever been with. So for me, it was like it's something different. I can't even. It was just something different about him. I guess you could say I trusted him.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sure. I trust him too after one spending all their money on me.
It was like, okay, he cool. Like, you know, you got another question? Because now I'm nervous.
Yeah, I got plenty of questions for you, but first of all, salute to everyone who's on join the stream right now. And, this is Ask Urban Anything night, but also I'll start out by asking y'all a question. That's a little icebreaker thing to get things going. Appreciate that a whole lot. We got Alec right now. He's on the panel right now. What's up with it, bro?
Hey, y'all.
And he's gone. Alex
Hey,
said,
Alex.
Alex said, hey, y'all, then straight dip. Like, dang, bro.
God damn.
Because I'll show by Grant and ask him some more questions too in a few minutes. I'll show about the
Oh
one.
Lord.
Ask him some
Okay.
stuff.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. So Vaughn, Mr. Vaughn, he spent 6 months courting you, right? After 6
Right.
months, that's when you finally decide to, do things in return for him, right? So let me ask you this question: why did it take you 6 months to start doing stuff for him? Well, why you
I
wasn't doing
told
it? Well,
you. I told you, Mr. Lounge, Mama didn't
why
raise no sugar mama. That
you
that ain't how
wasn't?
mine roll.
Hold on. Why you wasn't doing it at the same time as Mr. Vaughn? Because I'm pretty sure that Mr. Vaughn, mom, and father probably say the same as that thing. Hey, mama didn't raise no fool or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying.
Um, see, I'm a little guarded. I'm not gonna lie. I'm remembering my past self, and I just wasn't built like that. It's like you gonna do for me, and then you know, like if okay, it's weird because yeah, I was guarded. Like I let him in a little bit. We was like doing the thing and stuff, but I still wasn't. I just wasn't there. It was like, I like him. He cool, but mm-mm, mm-mm.
Nah. You money? Nah. Nah.
Uh-huh.
I guess you could say I'm funny with my money when it comes to a man because of how I was brought up. Real like just truthfully, yeah.
So why you funny with your money? Huh?
Well, because, some men, not all, you know, just they be bummy. You be thinking they balling, and then you get with them, and you start doing stuff for them. And okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't want to be the kind of woman where a man could take advantage of me. And
Okay.
I knew that a man could take advantage of you, sexually. So like, let's say the sex is good, he got you all hypnotized.
Mm-hmm.
He can take advantage of you, money wise. He can just take advantage of you in any kind of way that you allow him. So for me, it was like, well, I'm not the type you can manipulate sexually, but I'm a giving person, right? So it's like I have to protect the things that I'll easily give away without a thought, in mind. Money don't mean that much to me. Like Lion said, I buy a stranger a meal, but if you the type of dude, and I'm not saying that he was that type of dude, I was just guarded in that way. Like I didn't want to be taken advantage of. You're not gonna be driving my car where I'm at while I'm at work and you at home. Even though that wasn't our situation, those were, women, family, friends of the family. That was their situation. I didn't want it to be mine.
Nah,
So
you sit up here watching on Baby Boy too much Jody.
God damn.
nah, Mr. Lounge, I didn't met. Look, I'm related to some Yvettes. I didn't met to the Yvettes, and they had plenty of Jodies, and it was just like, nah, fam, like no, mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well, I could understand that point there. You feel like that you don't want to be taken advantage of if you want to do certain things for this man. And I'm actually glad that you mentioned that because, to be honest, that's how men feel about women too. We don't want to invest in all this time, energy, and money onto a woman who's going to take advantage of us. And that was the reason why I started off earlier about asking a question about is that dude being a simp or not. He said up here investing all this time, energy, money for something that's not even for certain. It's pretty much a gamble. You know what I mean? It's either the woman's going to be with him or she's not. Either the woman is going to, if that's his desire that he's trying to sleep with her, either she's going to sleep with him or not. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm gonna chime in on that. I feel like what makes you use the word simp. I'm just gonna say fool because man and woman both can be a fool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this: if a man asks a woman out on a date and she has a nasty attitude the whole date, and like you said, she's just there for a free meal, there's nothing wrong with him saying, "Well, can we go Dutch?" Nothing wrong with that at all.
How,
And the
how,
same
Von,
and the
Von,
same
how,
thing with a woman.
Von, how old are you?
Me,
Yeah, not your
I'm
exact age. What age range are you in?
I'm 30. I ain't got no problem telling nobody I'm 30.
Okay, so yeah, you're right in that generation where y'all still believing in doing Dutch, but the modern generation don't believe in going Dutch anymore. They want you to pay for the meal. If you don't pay for the meal, then the date is not going to happen. Period.
Um, it still depends though. Like it depends on because to me, if my girlfriend come tell me like, I'm just getting a meal out of him, and if she come back and tell me, girl, can you believe that he asked me to pay half? I'll be like, bitch, you just told me you was getting a meal out of him. So I really can't, just put everybody in that category because truthfully, Miss Nas, I don't know what the hell a modern day woman is. But what I
My
will
real quick, let me cut you off. Let me give you my definition of it. A modern day woman is a certain type of behavioral type of women. Basically, these type of women, they're the one out there who living a hot girl summer life. They have attitudes like Cardi B, Mad the Stallion, who else are there? Sexy Red, that type of attitude where first of all they act like they really don't need a man, but at the same time they want to use a man for wherever benefits them. They're necessarily not trying to be out here in the streets to try to get wife up. They just want to do what they do, and that's what it is. So that's my definition of a modern day woman.
Oh, you talking about I don't cook, I don't clean, but I got this motherfucking ring. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand what you're
out
saying now.
there chasing the
Okay.
bag, and also, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's a modern day woman. They need to go Dutch.
You gonna stay with that, huh? Real quick, I want Alec to go ahead and get to a conversation. What's up with it,
Okay.
Alec?
Okay.
Hey, I just wanted to come here real quick. Irwin, I just wanted to ask you a question. How did you start YouTube? Like, what made you start YouTube? What made you do all these videos and lives? Like, what made you start YouTube? Like, what made you start?
Good question. Good question. Initially, what made me start my YouTube channel was shortly after when I went through my what was that? Oh, my period of being divorced. I needed like some type of outlet where I needed to express myself, express the things that I went through during that time frame. So that's when I initially started my YouTube channel. I use it as more of a journal for myself to document my progression, leading from my divorce, leading to where I'm at right now. But it ended up evolving into what it is right now, especially when I start taking it real serious. So at first, I didn't have no equipment, no podcast, nothing like that. All I did is took my phone and I was just documenting things that I was going through. And I was documenting me going to school, documenting me spending time with my children, just doing different things like that. And so it went from that to all the way to where I'm at right now. So that's what ultimately inspired me.
Yeah, I recently started my channel because I've had several channels, but I've had several channels, but the reason that made me start YouTube is because I've been seeing what's going on, and what made me start my It's Me Alex channel was because I wanted to have fun, and then I started It's Me Alex of the Receipts because I saw what's going on, and then eventually things happened. So I'm glad I did that. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you that because I was kind of curious.
Yeah.
And I love your channel, Urban. Your channel is very nice. And I'm happy that you support me. Are you subscribed to me, by the way?
I am.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm almost at 180, but yeah, that doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, Urban. I love your channel. You're so nice. You don't do that other kind of stuff. You're just awesome, and I really appreciate you coming to our birthday party. We had a good time.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind supporting people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's not an issue to me at all. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing with your channel as well too. Just keep on just bringing content and
Sean, I'll drop my link in the chat. It's up a little bit further, but yeah. Anyway. Thank you, Shona, for that, by the way. But yeah, I just wanted to come up here and ask you that. I was just curious.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. Salute. Appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody who tuned into the stream right now. And I see Bams, she's in the chat right now. What's up, Woody Bams?
Hey, Bams.
What's up? So right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ask Urban Anything show. This is the show that I do every month where I allow my my subscribers and viewers, even my critics and retractors, to come up and ask me any type of questions that they want. Because normally during my normal podcast, people don't get to ask questions at all. I'm just straight going. All right. So I actually enjoy doing these type of shows, and it also was recommended by y'all as the subscribers for me to have this type of show as a panel-like setting.
I think Vaughn was the one who recommended it.
Yeah, she was getting on my nerves too. Forget Vance, but yeah, she told me every does better, does better. So I'm like, all right, I gotta do a paddle. So, but yeah, it's all good though. I appreciate it a whole lot. Appreciate that a whole lot. Yeah, I want on Wendell to go ahead and chime into this. On Wendell, what's up with it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
I'm doing okay. Actually, I jumped in and I was kind of listening to the conversation about the, I guess, just courting. And I wanted to jump on the panel really just because I wanted to, like, I guess hear one person's perspective about just like the whole idea of courting between a man and a woman. And I think she mentioned simp, and I know in some of your other videos, like you discussed what a simp or a beta male is. So just based on your definition, like what is a simp or beta male?
Yeah, good questions. First of all, the definition of a simp is a person who desires to do things in exchange for something else. It could be like it could be like, for example, like a business transaction if you think about it in that perspective, or it don't have to be a business transaction, but ultimately that person is trying to do something to get something out in return. That's the definition of being a simp. Now, the definitions of a beta male is a man or a woman who have a low self-esteem personality type. Meaning these type of people, instead of them being upfront, instead of them having confidence in themselves, they always rely on other people to bring them up. In other words. Yeah, that's make a long story short.
Okay. So there was a mention of and going out to dinner or whatever, where like if the dinner wasn't going well, like the guy pretty much asking a woman to go Dutch. Now, for me, I guess I see there's a lesson in kind of like every interaction that you have with someone. And if I did, which I definitely wouldn't do like around this time period of my life, but in the past, if I did ask a girl to go out, and we went out or whatever, and I realized that she was just there for the food, I probably still wouldn't like ask her to go Dutch. I'll just kind of like see it as a lesson learned. And I'll get whatever I can out of that meal or whatever, even if it's just me getting something to eat and just having whatever little conversation that I have with her. But just for whatever the price of the food is it wouldn't necessarily be worth the drama that would come with me potentially asking that person to go Dutch and having them just like go off or whatever, or try to make a scene, or just like try to embarrass me or do something crazy because I asked that question. So just to avoid like any conflict or whatever, and just any kind of additional drama in a situation that's already like bad, since it is one of those where the female is not like who I thought she was, I would just go ahead and just like see it through and just make a note to myself, yeah, she's not the one. This is not somebody that I would actually go out with again. Now, would that be viewed as like a simp or a beta male?
In that situation, no, because what you're pretty much doing is that you're trying to avoid conflict, which that's nothing wrong with doing that. Let me ask you a follow-up question. For us the going Dutch pour, would you ask a woman to go Dutch before the date, or you just let the date go and you're just gonna ultimately just pay for the meal or try to ask to go Dutch while the date is going?
If I ask a woman to go out, then like I've already made my mind up that I'm gonna take care of everything.
I like this
Gotcha.
guy.
Oh Lord, Vance, Lord.
No, because he has a really good point. What is that? He has a really good point of, you know, I didn't even think that far ahead of, you know, like the fallout of it all. Because okay, we talk about
Mm-hmm.
ratchets here. Okay, a ratchet gonna make a scene. Oh, you ain't gonna pay for my meal and woo 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 and storm out the restaurant. And he said he don't want to deal with all that. So he rather just, you know, put the bill in and go on about his business. You know, nothing. What did Lion say? Nobody has lost nothing. He lost. Well, you know, she obviously feel like she didn't lost something, but he ain't lost nothing at all. He ain't lost nothing. Not even the 20, 30, $40 that he didn't, you know, spend on the food. He ain't lost nothing.
So how did he not lose anything when he invested into the date?
He
I didn't
kept
lose
fir-
anything because
he
I
he
planned on spending it anyway.
but I feel like he didn't lose any integrity by, you know, going back and forth with the ladies. He keeps his
Okay.
respect, his self-respect. Like, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I don't know if you really think this way, but it's like, you know, I'm too good to, you know, go back and forth with you. Like, it is what it is. Get up out my space. Like, bye. And like, I he ain't lost nothing, Mr. Lounge. He ain't lost nothing.
No,
Nothing at
no,
all.
you actually brought a good argument because you said that he didn't lose his integrity or nothing like that, and I believe that a man's integrity is way more valuable, even more than money. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? So that's real good. But however, my only argument is that if you want to go ahead and plan on spending money on a woman, knowing good and well you're not going to get no return investment on that, then to me, that does a wasted effort. You know what I'm saying? Versus the whatever you're trying to do. So now this making me question what was the whole reason why you wanted to go on this particular date with this woman to begin with. If all that you want to do to spend unnecessary money on this woman. Well, you necessarily don't have to do that with a woman. You can do that with virtually anybody. You can do that with your family member. You know, just take them out and spend money on them like that. It'd be way more investment versus a total stranger that you don't even know.
Can I respond to that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I see a lady, and this is a lady that I'm interested in, of course we'll have a conversation over the phone. If I get her number, we'll have a conversation over the phone, and we'll try to make a date. Now that date is going to include a meal, whether it's doing something before the meal or doing something after the meal. It's going to include a meal, just because it's I guess it's something that you can do and still have a conversation and not necessarily just have to talk the entire time because you're eating food as well, you're enjoying food as well. Now, I feel like anytime you go out on a date with anyone that you really, really don't know, like you're taking a chance. Um, and in taking that chance or whatever, if you have to spend money, then you're gonna spend money or whatever. You're gonna end up wasting money. You're probably even end up wasting time. But like I said, I try to get a lesson out of every experience. I don't really like put myself in a position to where I need like the $20 or $30 that I'm about to spend on this meal. Especially if it's one of those things where I don't know. It's not that serious for me. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times, that first interaction or date with someone could be awkward, and it could just be like completely awkward from something that I said or something that she said that was misconstrued or whatever. And now I'm just like, taking like her attitude based on something that probably happened that I didn't know. And I'm like, hey, let's go Dutch or whatever, which I'm the one who asked her to go out. Now, let's say in a situation where I do ask her to go Dutch and in asking her to go Dutch, now she's offended because I'm the one who asked her out. So she pays, but then she decides, okay, it's this kind of guy or whatever. So I don't even want to move forward with this kind of guy. But you find out later or whatever that she was acting the way that she was for something like completely different. Maybe it was something you said. Maybe it's something that happened earlier that day that she didn't want to talk about. Or maybe she didn't necessarily trust you at first because you're a stranger as well. Then you kind of messed up that opportunity because you want to save $20. When see it through, like be who it is that you are. If you're going to be a gentleman, if you're going to take the woman out, then take her out, pay for everything, whatever. If she feels like she can take advantage of that, then she'll take advantage of that for that one time. But now when she leaves you and she feels like that you are a gentleman, that all of this stuff is not a big deal to you, then maybe later on down the line she'll realize, oh, he's not one of these other dudes who's just trying to get something from me or whatever. And once I didn't give him that energy, he wants his money back. Like he's on some kind of different type of energy. And then you never know, you may bump into her again and it'll be something completely different because now she understands the type of person that you are. But I try to see both sides, and sometimes I can have hope that things will get better if I just follow through with who I am and what I believe in, and just I ask you out, so I'm gonna pay for it, versus you're not acting the way that I expect you to, so I need you to pay for your own food. Because that's just me kind of like stooping to her level and just being negative or petty or whatever because she wants to be negative or petty, and it's not my energy.
Yeah, good argument. Good argument. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you tuning into the stream. This is the Ask Urban Live show where you get to ask any question your heart desires to me. Appreciate it a whole lot. I also appreciate the panelists that are up here right now. We also engage in the conversation about going on dates. I initially put up the argument about what I say about going Dutch and all kind of stuff, paying for meals and, all kind of stuff, which we're going to stay on that because I got another question I'm going to ask Randall in a few moments. But let me go ahead and address this question first that Bams asked me. Bams had asked me this. She said, Urban, how did you and your wife meet and how long y'all been married? That is a good question. We actually initially met each other as co-workers. We used to work at the same job together. So we started off working together, but we didn't go out on no dates or anything like that. I think within the first year, we didn't go out on no dates or anything. We were just simply co-workers together. And so ultimately one day, we ended up going into a training. And so she was in the same training class with me. And so I saw her again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if she want to go out and eat Church's chicken with me. And so I asked her, and she went and ate Church's chicken with me on our lunch break. And it just went for there where we were just chilling with each other. And ultimately we started dating. Then it ultimately led to us getting married as well too. So, and we've been married for going on, I think almost like 3.5 years, I believe, somewhere around there.
So I got a question.
Good question. Yes, sir. I mean, ma'am.
It's me. Hold on.
yeah. I thought it was wonderful for a second.
But okay, so not Mrs. Urban, okay. When you were dating, did you only take women to, nice restaurants? Like you ain't just hit them with you want to go to the Chili's with me like you did Mrs. Urban?
Well, when I was out there in it, I'm laughing, but when I was out there in the dating market, when I first went back out into the dating market, I used to do the same thing what Wendell was talking about right now, where I was being a gentleman, and my mindset is that I just wanted to take a woman out and just enjoy her company. And so that's what I did. But ultimately, the lesson that I learned from that experience is that these generational women, their mindset had changed a whole lot to where they're necessarily is not looking for a man to treat them that way. They're ultimately looking for a man for that moment. You know what I'm saying? So my situation that I took several, no, not several, but I think almost like about 5 different women out on different dates, right? And they went to some nice restaurants and some nice places, and each date I spent, the bare minimum was like around about $150 on each date. So imagine going on 5 different dates and you spend the bare minimum of $150 on them dates. That ultimately adds up, especially if nothing's not coming out in return on that date. And so you'll start feeling some type of way about that, especially if you look at you in your mind, you're looking to try to really get to know them, and hopefully something would develop into that, more of a friendship than a relationship, or different things like that. And that don't happen. Then they end up ghosting you. One moment they text you, then the next moment they ghost you after the date. Or if you try to call them, they ghost you. Different things like that. It'll make you feel some type of way as a man dealing with that. So
Right.
through my experience, I had learned the behavior on that, and I just learned to want to move differently, accordingly to that situation.
Okay, I got one more question. It's a nosy question. Is Mrs. Urban younger than you, or just y'all the same age?
She's younger than me.
Okay. So, I asked that. Okay. So let me ask you this, Mr. Lounge. So we're gonna talk about the past. So out of them 5 ladies, they all was funny acting like that, or just like 3 out of the 5?
No,
Or
all
even
of them.
2 out of the 5?
In that situation, all of them was like that. They had the same behavior. They initially started off as being, cool and, open-minded,
So
or,
that
different
made
things like
you
that.
that made you more cautious, So like, because I know you got fancy taste. That's why I'm asking you this, right? So
hmm
did you feel you had to, kind of, I'm not gonna say stop flashing your money, because that's not what I mean, but I don't know how to say it. So I'm gonna say it like this. Did that make you feel like, I can't let these women know, right off the bat that I got they back like that, or I'll treat them to nice things. I'm gonna change my strategy a little bit, get to know them a little bit more, see how they handle my generosity, my taste and desire for the finer things in life, and I just spring it on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So pretty much you're saying instead of just coming off the gate like flashing money on them, I build it up to something simple and build it up to the point where they more deserving to receive that. Which, yeah, that's where my mindset is that
And
after
there's
when I start
nothing
doing
wrong
that.
with that. There is nothing. And okay, now I have better idea where you coming from. Now I see what you saying. I get it now. I understand. So,
hmm
okay, so I ain't got no more questions right now. I ain't got no more questions. Because I'm letting it marinate, because I do got another question, but not just this second. Not just a second.
Yep. Yeah. Gotcha. Hey, Wendell, you was telling me about, well, you was telling us about how the way you would handle that type of experience on this particular date, and you was ultimately saying that would be a learning experience for you. So my question to you is, how many learning experiences would it take for you to ultimately say, like, look, what I'm doing, it's not working, and this is a waste of an investment?
Well, I guess when it comes to the learning experience, I learn everything that I need to know by the first day. There's not going to be like 3 or 4 or 5 more dates before I figure out like who I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I I I'll have the conversation. We'll talk on the phone. But I also pay attention to like body language and things like that when I'm interacting with that person. So I can tell sometimes, not all the times, but I can tell when someone is genuinely like into me. And then I can tell when someone is kind of just like going with the flow because of like where we are or what we're doing. And it really doesn't take that long. So uh I mean, usually it's one date, and sometimes it's 2 dates or whatever. But when I say 2 dates, if I'm talking to someone and we make it past the first date, that second date is not necessarily going to be something where money is being spent. It may be going to the park. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it may be coming to watch a movie or something like that. It'll be something I'd say a little bit more. I don't want to say private, but more closer, more intimate. Because going out to have a meal is more of a I don't know you, you don't know me. We sit in a public place or whatever, and we share food. We're both safe,
Mm-hmm.
and we both can kind of gauge each other. If I feel a little bit comfortable with you, then yeah, let's go to the park. The next time out, like let's go hang out somewhere where it just doesn't have to be like a ton of people like all in our face and stuff like that. And in each of these encounters, I pay attention to like energy and I listen to like the things that are being said. So it really doesn't take that long. Uh, Now, in the beginning, I could tell you, if I like somebody, I like them. And as long as I could be around them, like it was cool, even if they were playing around. But like I caught on to that quickly. So I started to like when I did start going out on dates with people, like I already kind of like had my mind in a place to where I wasn't gonna get too taken advantage of. You get a meal out of me, and that's fine
Mm-hmm.
because I was gonna eat anyway. But it really didn't go past that, where I'm just that guy in your phone is free meal
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
because that, if I'm in your phone is free meal and you've gotten a meal out of me, any other time you call me, either I'm not going to answer, I'm going to forward you the voicemail, or if you want to hang out, there's not going to be any money involved. It's just we're going to hang out.
Gotcha. See,
I, I got a question for Wendell.
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so Wendell, you said you invite them over to watch a movie. Now today's mindset with the watch a movie is Netflix and chill. Netflix chill leads to intimacy, right? So I guess what my question is, if you're being intimate with a woman, this is a question for both of y'all because I've noticed that that's also a thing in today's day. That just because you're being intimate with a woman doesn't mean you have to do anything financially, monetarily for her, right? So when you're Netflixing and chilling, is that your only goal to just watch the movie and get to know each other and have a good time? Or are you looking for, something? And I'm not saying you looking for something out of that, but let's just say y'all watching the movie, y'all kicking it, and that, get the kissing and stuff. Do you stop it because you're just getting to know that person or you're going to engage in it?
So, and I guess I can answer it first. And as crazy as it might sound, um, I've always felt that if we went out on the first date and it went well to the point where you were open to inviting me over or to even come over to my house and watch a movie, then I felt like I don't want to say I had an upper hand, but in a way I have the upper hand. So in that, like, truthfully, I have had dates where I've invited people over, ladies over, and nothing happened. We watched the movie. A couple of times I fell asleep during the movie. And it was fine after that. And later on down the line, probably have conversations, and they were like, well, I didn't think that you were interested in me. It's like, sure, I was interested in you. I got tired. I fell asleep. Or
Oh,
the
okay,
movie was
okay.
good or something like that. But I didn't necessarily want to press the issue because I felt like, and them coming over, if it's someone that I like and them coming over, they were probably going to expect for me to try to do something. But, and that could be part of the courting process. I wasn't going to try anything because I needed to make sure that anything that happened between me and that lady would be mutual, which means that I would have to wait for her signal in order to like move forward. But if there are no signals, then yeah, we're watching a movie, and I'm cool with that because I'm not spending money, and I'm getting to do what I want to do. I'm getting to watch a movie with someone that I'm interested in, and we're just chilling.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Oh, that was it, Vons?
No, I mean he. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and extend the question. I was waiting on you to answer, but I'm gonna extend it.
I ain't answering
So
nothing. I'm done.
let's say, huh?
I ain't answering nothing. I'm done.
Oh, you done? You done? Okay. So let's say y'all do become intimate. After that, do you feel entitled or simpish to be financial? I'm gonna say it like that because I don't know how else to say it.
I would probably ask like, what's next? Where is this going? And if it was going somewhere that was serious, then at that point we're dating. So I'm not really concerned about that. But if it was just like one of those, let's just have fun and see where it goes, then yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't have gotten to that place to where I just start spending money like that. Just have fun, see where it goes.
Okay. All right.
So this goes back to the question I was asking y'all earlier. Do y'all consider that as being a sex worker or prostitution if a man is spending money for his ultimate goal, that's to smash, and you allow that dude to do it?
I feel like sex worker behavior is when you literally tell a man, like, all jokes aside, all, only way, how do I say it? It's crazy how shit just leave my mind. But I feel like it's you're a prostitute if you say, oh, you want some of this, ass, you want some of this, whatever, then you gotta be doing something for me. To me, that's prostitutish like mindset behavior. Sex worker behavior. What we call them, sex workers.
Yeah,
That's
that's the professional term that we use.
So
But
I will view a prostitute in just like the traditional sense, pretty much what it is. Like there's a transaction. I'm giving you money, you're giving me sex. There's nothing else after that. There's no dinner or whatever. There's no hanging out. I'm not trying to get to know you or anything like that. Here's the money. I'm gonna give you what you want. You give me what I want, and then we part ways. If we see each other again, then we have that understanding. I'm gonna give you money. You're gonna give me what I want, and then we part ways. Now, in viewing it that way, when you look at a female who's talking to a guy or whatever, and maybe they're getting to know each other and stuff like that, but she wants money before she'll like move forward with doing anything with him, I won't necessarily put that in the same category as prostitution. Um, it's definitely manipulation and
And
like
more like
someone
using a
want to control.
person. Yeah.
Right. But it's not like I view prostitution as a profession. Like it's like a job. I don't view that kind of exchange as like a job. It's more of a, hey, you want something, I want something. We are engaging in each other and like getting to know each other. Like what's up? Because I feel like we tend to do that outside of serious relationships. We'll say, oh, well, if she asks for this and she'll give you this in exchange, that's prostitution or whatever. But let's say you married or whatever, and your wife tell you she'll give you some if you take out the trash. Is that prostitution as well?
No, that's just manipulation in marriage. I mean, it just is what it is. You're married and you manipulated the man to get the trash taken out because you knew if you said this and did that, you know, he was going to do what you wanted him to do. But what I do want to say is, there was something you said earlier I want to chime in on. I feel like when you so-called dating a person, like a female, and she's talking to two guys, and she always call Bob when she wants something, but Gabe, you know, is who she really likes, and you know, she gives Gabe more of her attention, her time, her body. You know, he knows her thoughts, ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like they on a whole nother ball game. But Bob over here is underneath the impression, well, if I take her out to dinner, you know, she'll like me. Or she always hit me up and asking me for $200 for, you know, new shoes and purses. To me, that's using a person, and it's like manipulation. You know, you're making a person think that, you know, you like them, and you know, if they do X, Y, and Z for you, y'all will get closer. Y'all will be more intimate when you really like Gabe over here. But Bob don't know that. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm curious with both of y'all that y'all don't believe what y'all saying is as a form of being a sex worker and prostitution. So both of y'all just said a few moments ago. Both of y'all just said a few moments ago that the definition of a sex worker is a exchange of goods and services. Is that not correct? So if you're doing that, that's considered as being a sex worker, regardless if you're courting a woman, regardless if you're in a relationship, or it could be the same exact way, possibly through marriage too, through the manipulation part, where I'm only going to have sex with you for some type of exchange. That exchange could be money, it could be time, it could be taking out the trash, it could be whatever the case may be, instead of it being something genuine. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's being a sex worker. That's like
But
prostitution to me.
in my scenario, I never said she was juicing either. Well, I did say she was juicing Gabe, but she not juicing Bob, Mr. Lounge. She just playing him, making them think she gonna do. That's not sex work.
That is sex work.
Especially if he's not getting anything and he's spending money. There's no exchange there.
That because Gabe is the pimp. That's the part that y'all missing.
Now, Mr. Loud, I was gonna say that Bob was being a simp. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
That
he is being a simp. I agree with you on that one. I agree.
Because to
Now
me,
Gabe is only a pimp if he's benefiting from it.
I
If
was
He
Bob
is.
gonna say that
He's
too.
getting something out of
If
it.
Is she
He need to
giving
get
Bob?
100 of that.
Is she giving Gabe Bob money, Mr. Lounge? Because I don't remember saying that.
If you did say that Gabe is getting her body out of that, right? That's the goods and
Right.
services that he's receiving.
Yeah, but he was getting that anyway, whether she got
Right,
money
he-
from Bob or
right.
not.
Mr. Lounge, she like him. She like him. She don't like Bob.
So
At
so
all.
is Gabe doing anything for her to give up her body like that? What was he doing? Or is she generally just giving up her body? Do Gabe got to take her out on a date? Do Gabe got to rub her feet?
Yes.
Do he got to tell her all
Yes.
the time that she's beautiful? Then that's a
Yes.
exchange of goods and services too.
But she
That's a
likes
transaction.
him, so it's genuine with Gabe, and she using Bob.
You know when you mentioned about Bob, I was thinking you was talking about battery operated device that you women be using all the time at first.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
Until you actually made Bob an actual person.
Yes. How the battery operated device can't give money, Mr. Lounge? Every time she called Bob, okay, she needs something from Bob. But she don't like Bob. She ain't gave Bob none. She ain't never gave Bob none. She ain't even thought to give Bob none. Bob believes that if he keep doing things for her, he gonna get some. And you know, they in the early stages.
Mhm.
Lord, you got the baby. I got the baby saying Bob. Let me go.
It ain't my fault. You the one who used Bob. You could have used Chris, Calvin,
Look,
Ladarius.
I had to throw some wild names out there because I couldn't think off the top of my head, but I knew what my goal was. I was just trying to, it was something that Wendell said that triggered that thought. I don't know what it was, but what I believe is, you know, an XEX worker, you know, since the little people listening, is, you know, a woman that tells a man, they're not married, I'm gonna throw that in there. They not boyfriend and girlfriend, they just dating, you know. And she says, oh, well, if you want some of this, you got to pay my light bill. To me, that's a sex worker, okay? Even if it's not even if her profession is nursing, if you tell a man you gonna give him some of your, you know, hoo-ha, and he paid a light bill, to me, that's the exchange of goods right there, period.
Got you. Hey, Norm said this in the chat. I know y'all can't see it, but she said this. She said some do it for intimacy, companionship, not payment necessarily. So do y'all agree with that?
Some who do what?
She does say some do it for intimacy, companionship, not payment necessary.
Some sex workers? I feel like if it's for intimacy.
I think I know of Nomi, so I think she's referring to the man, and Mr. Lounge, that would be Bob. Bob is the one who
Oh.
Bob is the one who do every and anything that is asked of him, thinking and believing that he will receive intimacy, okay, companionship, and what was the other one?
Yeah, intimacy, companionship, not payment necessarily.
Okay, yeah. See, he's not looking at it as he's paying for her attention. He's looking at it as, I'm gonna get companionship and intimacy from this woman because I like her. I'm interested in her. But he's unaware, you know, because he a simp. Okay, we using your word. He's unaware that this woman is taking advantage of him, and she's really giving all of those things to someone else. Or she could be keeping them to herself too. Let's just throw that in there.
What's intimacy? Now I'm just confused about this completely. So what would be intimacy in this scenario if she's only taking his money, but she's not giving him anything?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, so y'all asking me? It's me now?
No.
Yep.
I need clarification. I need clarity on on what was posted in
Yeah, in the chat.
YouTube chat. Like
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Norm, Expound on what you just put in the chat for us. And while you doing that, I got another one I'm finna throw out there. Lon Pride said this. She said if he's rubbing feet is going past exchanging services, that's actually a relationship. Y'all agree with that?
If he's rubbing feet, that's a relationship.
Yeah, if he's rubbing her
I can
feet,
agree with
that's
that.
going past exchange. That's actually a relationship.
I can agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
No, because I don't. Okay, unless the man has a foot fetish, I agree with her. Because me personally, I ain't touched nobody's feet but my husband, and that's real shit. Okay, and I don't mind men in general feeling the same way, unless we are, together. It's just me and you. We married, however you want to put that. I ain't just touching nobody's feet. And I'm be honest with y'all, I've never touched any man's feet other than my husband's. It's never got that deep. I didn't want it to get that deep either. But my point is, no, I ain't just touching nobody's feet. So I agree with Lions.
Okay, so me personally, I disagree because I believe rubbing feet is foreplay. Anything that you can do beforehand or whatever to get the woman aroused, whether it's kissing on her, licking on her, rubbing her feet, massaging her back, whatever, to get her to a place to where it's easy and it's better when that time comes. I view it as foreplay. Some people don't like to touch feet. Other people who know what they need to do or whatever to get a woman to the point where they want her to be, they'll do the extra stuff. And that includes rubbing feet.
Mr. Lounge, you agree with this? I heard the horn.
Hey, that's how part of the foreplay. I
Who
stamped
like
that.
to get their feet rubbed to get it going on? I need to talk to more women.
Oh man. Say we need to get Mr. Vance on this panel. Yeah, we need to get him on this panel. So
I don't belong up here because I've had plenty of girl talk. I mean, plenty of girl talks. I don't know no women. I mean, unless it's their secret, they want to keep to themselves. But I didn't heard some things. But feet arousal, that's new. That's new for me. That's new.
So why do you rub your husband's feet?
Because his feet hurt. He wear hard. He got to wear hard bottom shoes. And it's not aroused. I don't. He ain't never told me he was aroused for me touching his feet. He was relaxed. And I know them are two different things, right?
So he never took you into the bedroom after you got through rubbing his feet and cooking him dinner and all that stuff?
No, to me that sounds weird. No.
Oh.
I ain't trying to offend nobody. Look, whatever y'all like, but no, matter of fact, I'm finna ask him. Hold on.
So wait a minute. Let me play this scenario. Are you there? Did she leave?
I'm still here.
Okay. So you, not your husband, probably not even your boyfriend or whatever, just somebody that you know that you're cool with. You've had a long day at work or whatever. And you probably let's say you work at Amazon warehouse or whatever. You're on your feet all day. You come home, You're tired, you're sore. And the guys, you talking on the phone to him like, oh, I'm so sore, I'm so tired. Today was just a hard day. So he's like, all right, let me come over and let me quote unquote pamper you or take care of you. And you're just like, okay. So he comes over, starts to massage your back or whatever, which loosens you up, starts to massage your legs. Look on top of the car. Yeah. Starts to massage your legs or whatever to loosen your legs up, start to massage your feet because your feet are sore. All of this stuff should relax you. And now that he has you relaxed, you don't think like once he does the things to relax you, then he can do those extra things that'll turn you on, and it'll be a lot easier for him to turn you on because you won't be dealing with the pain of a sore back, stiff legs, and sore feet?
Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Yes, that has happened. Has that happened? Has that happened with me? Yes. Has that happened with him? Yes. But I wasn't touching no feet first. I think that's what threw me off. Like I said, feet arousal. But no, I know what you mean. Once the body is relaxed and you didn't cook the nice meal and clean. Well, I'm speaking for myself. Clean the house and got liquor and kids is gone. Yes, that has happened. Yes,
And
I
all of that
understand.
is foreplay. All of that is foreplay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
I
that
honestly just
show
looked at it as,
that show
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah, that show is.
I
So
swear I didn't think of it like that.
hey, Vons, I have this thing with Mrs. Urban that I get her a full body massage at least on once a week, bare minimum once a week. Full body, everything. Everything gets massaged
Right?
once a week, including the feet.
What's up with the emphasis on everything?
Everything.
Everything. Look.
And I mean everything. I'm just saying. Oh, Stacks said this. Stacks. Salute to you again, bro. He said this. He said she talking to two men ain't nothing genuine about that. It's not sex work, but it is manipulation. So what do y'all think about that?
I agree.
Yeah. Wait. He agreed with me? Because I'm telling him to come here because at the time I really didn't understand the question. And I didn't understand the question. But now so now I have a question. So foreplay isn't always only sexual. Is that what y'all saying?
I feel like foreplay is the actions that lead up to sex or whatever. And you may not view foot rubbing as sexual or whatever because maybe there's no kissing or touching in certain areas.
I've always looked at it as pampering because I've taken his feet, put them in like a little tub, and this may be too much of my business, but this is the person I'm with. Okay, ain't nobody else affected but us. But anyway, clip the toenails, scrub, the skin and stuff off, and rub his feet and legs down like they do at the shop. But I looked at it as, pampering him, making him feel good in a non-sexual way, like just relaxing him or, making his feet feel good. I never thought about, because, I do stay at home a lot. So it's like, okay, to clean the house and, to cook a meal, even when I've done just like a dinner for him and I've never looked at that as like a foreplay or, like an aphrodisiac before we get busy. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I guess you could say I'm a little closed-minded, huh?
Yeah,
No.
what's your definition of foreplay to you?
I thought foreplay is like what he said, kissing and touching in certain places. That's why I'm like, wait, what? So I want to know his. So the reason, I'm asking my husband, to join the conversation is because I want to know his perception of that. Like, does he agree with that? Has he? Because honestly, this is something that we've never talked about. I mean, not that I don't look at it as a bad thing. I'm just hearing. First of all, I don't just be randomly talking to Mr. Lounge, and his panel all the time. But what I'm saying
Whenever
is y'all
I
have
have
opened
one.
my mind to something new, if that makes any sense.
So a word that you use is you said you do it in a non-sexual way. So there's a non-sexual way and there's a sexual way. So foreplay, an example of the same thing could have two different meanings is your husband could come and he can just kiss you in your mouth. Non-sexual. Just, hey, I see my wife. She's looking nice. I'm gonna go kiss her. and it could be non-sexual. So then that's just what that is. But if he comes and he kisses you in your mouth with the intent of leading to something else that can end up being sexual, then it's foreplay. It's the exact same act, but the intent is different. So non-sexual can be pampering. Sexual could be foreplay because of the intent. Like, what is the end goal? That's what I believe.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
And I
get what you're
believe
saying.
I believe in the same thing. It's based on the intentions behind it. But however, being a person who's married, I believe that foreplay is supposed to be happening all the time in your match as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Well, if it's sexual or non-sexual. Just like y'all stated earlier, foreplay could be something as simple as being supportive, doing things, you know, to take care of each other, take care of the surrounding house. Foreplay could be considered as like one of y'all be sick and you're taking care of each other while you say that could be a form of foreplay, but it's non-sexual, where it ultimately leads up to the sexual part. And I believe that ultimate form of foreplay, when it's all boxed in together like that, was sexual and non-sexual. That's very important in a relationship, especially in marriage.
Here I am thinking, you know, when you get sick, you know, the nursing back to health is just shit, I don't know, an act of kindness, like. But you know what? You learn something new every day. You do. You learn something new every day. And y'all done taught me something.
Have you ever felt so appreciative of Mr. Vance where you like, you know what? I'm just gonna give him the most sloppiest sex ever.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, I'm just gonna go
Okay,
straight porn star on him.
Mr. Lounge, we have 4 children. You think that ain't never happened?
I know, but that's the whole point that we're making about foreplay, because when a person does a certain type of action to you want to feel appreciative so much that you want to return it back to them in a sexual way, or it could be non-sexual. It could be as simple. It could be as simple as going and buying him some more Jordans or buying him a PlayStation, you know, or you know whatever that it is that he likes.
Okay, yes, I've done those things. Still didn't look at it as being a part of foreplay. So
Yeah.
he's sitting here now, y'all. So I'm gonna act because I really want to know. So I don't know how we got on the topic, but anyway, the topic that's what it was. We were talking about feet, right? So in the times when I had rubbed your feet, right? Were you ever like, did it make you feel? It made you feel relaxed, right? Did you look at it as a form of foreplay?
No.
See, it's not just me, because I was telling them, like, people get aroused, you know. I know men get aroused, you know, they have foot fetishes, right?
Yeah, I don't know about a man getting his feet rubbed and being aroused by it.
Well, they say it's foreplay, like it's a part of foreplay.
Maybe when they do it to a woman.
No.
They saying when a woman do it to them?
Yes.
Nah,
that ain't what we said. Nope. Nope. Wrong. Nope. Wrong. I don't know where you got that from.
Okay, I need clarity. Okay. So
hold your thought real quick, Vaughn. Shout out to everyone in the chat once again. Appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. Today this is the Ask Urban show, and we're engaging into some random topic. Now we talking about foreplay. I don't know how the hell we got on this, but we're rolling with it now. Appreciate everybody tune in. Annette, I see you in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. T, I see you. T, what's up with it? I see you. T said that. She said, Urban, you finally doing the Oprah panel? What the hell? Yeah, because they know that I rarely do open panels. So, yeah, it's happening, y'all. It's happening. But I appreciate y'all tuning in, all right? And also, those of y'all in the chat, though, if you want to join the conversation, the link is pinned at the very top. So you can come in at any given time. This is a Zoom link. It is not a StreamYard link, all right? So when you come in, make sure that you want to rename yourself. You don't necessarily have to use your government name up here because we don't believe in doxing, okay? So, yeah, that's that. All right, continue, Vance.
Amen. Okay, so we talking back and forth, and we kind of tickled because I said, do you feel me cooking for you is a part of foreplay? He said, unless you're doing it naked. So, I've learned that, foreplay is different for everybody. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. What do you think, honey?
Yeah. Anything could be a form of foreplay, but it has to be doing something. If you just regular cooking, that's not gonna arouse me. That's why I said like, is you cooking naked? Like,
So, Mr. Vaughn, do you ever feel appreciative that Mrs. Vaughn is cooking for you? Where you like, man, I am so happy that this is the love of my life, and all of a sudden you just wanted to smash the hell out of it one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Foreplay. It could be sexual or non-sexual. It just be as simple as doing a kind act within your relationship that ultimately lead, to you becoming the incredible Hulk.
Wow.
You hear Mr. Lounge? I'm like, he even said when we're sick. Like, you understand it?
I get it.
I feel like I need to read more about this.
It could be something you did, like you feeling down, and I brought you some flowers, and it made you feel better, and it made you want to have sex. So I get it.
Oh, okay. All right. I like this. Okay. All right. You want to give your opinion about that's really what I was calling him earlier, but he was doing something. He's talking to somebody. I want to know. I wanted him to give you your opinion about the whole Dayton Dutch thing, because
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I invited you on a date, of course I'm paying. But I mean, without the sex, I'm paying because I invited you on the date. Okay? But I'm just that's just always who I've been though. I'm like, yo, I want to take you out. Why would you take somebody out and split the bill? That's kind of weird.
Now, Mr. Lounge, give him your scenario.
Yeah, because Vance is not telling you the whole story, all right? So I know, Mr. Vance, I know you and Wendell and other men who are watching the stream right now. I know all of y'all, we all are part of the same generation where we don't mind being gentlemen, we don't mind being chivalrous towards women. But however, there's a new generation that doesn't believe in that. If you try to be generous or chivalrous towards them, then they're going to take advantage of it. That's where this conversation is coming from. Not in our generation, but in the modern generation of women that will use you and abuse you. They'll allow you to take them out on expensive dates without nothing in exchange. But in your mind, you thinking that ultimately it's going to end in a relationship, but their mind, they already made it up that they're just using you.
Oh, yeah. That's the modern day woman. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, modern day woman. Yep.
I know exactly. I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. See, it's a difference between our generation and this current generation right now, of men and women. But the trouble behind that is that let's say I'm not wishing nothing bad on your relationship, but let's just say that something were to happen where you're no longer married, right? And you decide to go back out into the dating market. Now, if you go into the dating market with that same exact mentality, these type of modern day women, they will take advantage of you. I am a living witness of it.
Mm. Yeah. It ain't safe out here. It definitely ain't safe out here.
No, so yeah, those of y'all who are married right now, hey, y'all better want to stick it out being married for real, cause yeah, you don't want to get back out in that dating market because it's vicious out there.
The modern day woman out here, they sharks now. So
Yeah, yep, yep,
you
absolutely.
mess around, get bit. And then they I think Vaughn said something earlier. They'll keep you in your roster. They'll keep you in their roster just to use you. Just to use you. And you feel me? If you just now getting on the dating scene, you ain't noticing it. You feel me? Because you doing what you usually do. You feel me? You doing you, but you ain't peeping that she using you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, exactly. That was the point that I was making earlier. That was the point that I was making earlier, is that when I went out there to the dating scene, I'm just being me because that's what I'm used to doing, and that's what I've been taught to do. Not understanding the actual assignment that these type of women they don't care. It just where their mind is at. And so I've been out. I told them that I've been out on 5 different dates until I finally got it together to understand that all these different type of women was just using me just to get a free meal out of me. They wasn't trying to be in a relationship. They wasn't even trying to be intimate or anything like that.
That's what I wanted you, Miss Lounge. That's what I wanted to ask him on the earlier before Wendell got up here. Remember when I was saying, I said I took him out and he didn't want me to take him out. Remember I said that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my question to him was, what was it? How did you feel for a woman to take you out on a date and pay for everything when that's not what you're used to? That's what I wanted you to tell him.
It was kind of strange. It was weird. In fact, we almost got into it because I almost offered to split it. Like, you ain't got to pay the whole thing. I'll pay some of it. You know what I'm saying? But it was like her treat. She was trying to take me out, for once. So it felt kind of weird, and I don't know. I'm just used to. I'm used to paying for everything, and that's just kind of the person I am. So yeah, that was weird. I can't be one of these city boys.
So you're not living your soft guy era? You're not drizzling it, bro?
I don't even know. I swear, like, I don't even know what a soft guy era is until I start looking on social media. Like, I just recently started hearing that. Like, what is that? I guess it's like men being pampered. Like, that don't even sound right. That don't even go together. Man, pampered. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to be honest with you, it even sound weird for you to describe it. A matter of fact, Mrs. Urban, she does that for me now. It took me a lot to get used to it, but she takes me out on dates, and it does sound like, at first it does seem so weird to me that she would do that, because I'm so used to doing things for her, taking out on a date and just having a good time. But she just started doing it, and I just felt so awkward about it. Like, you know what, man, forget it. I'm just gonna pay. It felt so weird, but I had learned that that's a form of intimacy for her. And to be honest, not only that's a form of intimacy for her, that's a form of foreplay for her as well too. And who am I to deny her intimacy for, say that she's trying to be intimate to me or have foreplay with me using that. So I started learning the game, and we've been doing it. So
Absolutely.
And like in my situation, like my wife does take me. She'll take me out to dinner or whatever. She'll even take me places, and I don't think it ever really made me feel awkward. It just because I think she understands that my love language is acts of service. So that is usually her way of showing me that she appreciates like all that I do for the family. So it doesn't make me feel any kind of way. It actually makes me feel like that she notices what it is that I'm doing, and she's like making an extra effort to show me that she appreciates it. Because anybody could just come in and like say, "Oh, I appreciate you for what you do," or come in and give you a hug and a kiss. But to actually take the effort to plan something out for you, paying attention to you, knowing the things that you like and the things that you would like to experience, and then going and making those things happen. Yeah, I look forward to it every time because I see it as, her way of showing me how much she appreciates me for all that I do for the family.
yeah, big
And see,
facts.
and that's what I was doing. But I still laugh about it to this day because I think it's funny that there are men out there like that. I mean, at the time it was men out there like that. And Mr. Lounge, this is the first time you just told me this story that you've been in the same situation, but it just makes sense. Some men, have a mindset to, provide for women and just be there, and then when we do something nice for y'all don't know how to take it. Versus, always, I ain't gonna say always taken because once you're in a relationship, it's equal, right?
Mhm.
So it's
Yep.
like it's men out here who don't know how to handle it. And see, to me that's weird. Like, what's the difference? What's wrong with, you receiving the same love that you give? What's wrong with that?
Not used to it.
But
It's
that's
just not
crazy.
common.
Like, but somebody's
Mhm.
giving it to you and you still don't want to take it? Like, what?
When you a man in this world, you just not used to getting that type of love, receiving that type of love. So it'll have to be something that you have to continually to constantly do for us to understand. Oh man, this person really appreciates it. You know what I'm saying? Because being a man, you basically how that saying go? Bear the burden of the heat of the day. That's a man's job. So okay. That's basically how we built. You know what I'm saying? So
And Mr.
someone
Vance,
do something. Huh?
yeah, Mr. Vance, he had mentioned something that's very interesting. That's how the way we have been taught by fathers, by social norms, that we need to take the burden of everything, including dating, relationships, and all this stuff. So that's why there are a lot of men out there. They're not used to their women doing certain things for them because they are always the givers, and we've been taught that the women are the receivers every single time, and we do it without getting it. Ultimately getting anything in return from that particular act of service.
Look, the conversation it got deep. Yeah, no, it's a good thing, and I like it for Mr. Lounge because it shows he can do different things. But yeah, y'all didn't open my mind to some things. I'm not gonna lie, I done learned a few things today. I really have.
Mm-hmm.
Spaghetti
So
and an apron. It's foreplay.
Yep, spaghetti in the apron is foreplay. Sure is. So the question I want to ask Mr. Vons, is that something you're more open to accepting now since we just gave you a different perspective about that? For us, Mrs. Vons doing things for you, and
Oh yeah. The scenario Ms. Vaughn's talking about, that was like years ago. Since then, I've been acceptable to it. Like I had, like, she had to consistently do it. That. So I'm really talking from my experience. Like, she got me shoes. I say, "Oh, thank you," but she was like, she would look at me like, "That's it." Like, she'd give me something I've talked about, been asking for. I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
But he didn't. You forgetting my view, which was that you was like kind of bland with it, like, "Oh, thank you,"
Yeah.
and it would be like, "Dang, you ain't excited or nothing." Because when he buy me stuff, I'm through the roof. Oh, thank you, but I'm extra anyway. So, like he said, that was his mindset at the time.
So yeah, I'm a little different now. So like when she do things for me, I understand, and I take it like, oh man, like really take it from the heart.
But Wendell got the right idea.
Yeah. He definitely he was able to tell it spot on. Like, she's showing her appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Spot on. Like, so I'm able to tell, right away.
Yeah, and that's and one thing I could tell you, Vance, and all the ladies who are watching this podcast right now is when a man openly admit that he's appreciative of the things that you're doing, trust me, he is being as authentic to you as possible, for real. He really is. Because once again, it is hard for a man to accept something like that. And so when he finally accepts that, trust me, he's not lying to you at all, period. He really not.
Mm-hmm. Them two is back there clowning. All right, Mr. Lounge, I'm proud. I'm finna get off here. Look, I appreciate helping take over your panel. I really enjoyed myself. No lie, you and Wendell didn't taught me a few things. I'm probably gonna re-listen to this live and laugh my behind off. But yeah, you did great tonight. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Always gonna be here to show support. Wendell, it was nice to meet you. I probably still be in the chat listening. I'm not gonna lie. But
knowing you.
No, this was dope. This was dope because y'all really did, put a few things on my mind. And as far as the dating world go, Wendell, I wish you much luck. Okay, like much luck, much.
Luck in what? The dating world?
Wait, I was gonna say, didn't you say you had a girlfand?
Yeah, he's married.
He's married. Okay, my bad, Wendell. My bad. Look. My bad. I'm happy you did find the one. I love the conversation, y'all, and it was nice to meet you, Wendell, and Mr. Lounge. I'm out.
Hey, y'all don't be getting intimate over feet rubbing now.
Hey,
don't be getting turned on because you rubbing your feet now.
Hey, bro. The very next thing you need to be doing when you get off her is rub her feet. Y'all rub each other's feet, then start the smashing.
Hey. I can't see it though. Like feet rubbing and then kissing it. Like that just sounds strange. I don't know. Maybe we just young. I don't know.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Like my wife touched me anywhere, and I'm aroused just because she touched me. So his feet, his top of the head, it's the back.
Sure.
Whatever.
Hey, who you telling? Hey, Mrs. Irving just could look at me a certain way and I'm ready.
Look, I just found out, I need to have more girl talks because, baby, ain't none of my girlfriends told me, girl, I touched his big toe and he went crazy. I look, I need y'all to be more open because
She didn't touch it right.
Look, I done
Nah.
told y'all all my business. I'm gonna need to know some more of y'all's because I'm lost out here.
Hey,
So
hey, real quick before you want to step down. This is a true story. I was getting ready for work one day, right? And I was getting all dressed up, and Mrs. Urban, she was watching me as I was getting dressed, and I finally got myself together. She looked at me. She told me, "You know what? You is so handsome." I like, for real? Like, yeah, you just so handsome. Have a great day at work. You know what I did? I kissed her, and I end up making love to her, and end up being late as hell for work. Kid you not. Kid you not. Late as hell for work. Had to explain to my boss, like, why you coming in almost nearly 45 minutes, an hour late? I like, well, sure, I ran into traffic.
Okay,
That's what they call it these days.
That's just you she got what she wanted out of you. You the sex worker.
Hey, bro, don't be using my own argument against me.
She knew exactly what to say to get you. I'm finna get him. Watch. She made a bet to herself. I'm finna get him. Watch.
Hey, don't be doing me like that.
Shut your damn mouth.
Hey, man, look. Hey, that little guy right there is just for me, for Mr. Lousy. He did it to you. He got you.
Oh man, but y'all have a good night, man. I appreciate y'all coming up to the stream.
Look, Mr. Lousy, anytime, because and just know, anytime y'all get to talk about something I don't know about, I'm gonna call his name. Like, do you feel that way? Because
That's how it's supposed to be. Need
look,
that perspective.
I need to know, like, what is it that I don't know about? But okay, all right. I see you, Mr. Loud. See you, Wendell. Everyone in the chat, y'all have a good night. Love y'all,
Right,
and
y'all.
see y'all later. Wait, how do I leave? Okay, there it goes.
All right, once again, everybody, appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. Tonight is the Ask Urban Anything show. This is where I allow my subscribers to come up and just ask me any questions that y'all heart desire, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. And also, y'all wanted a open panel. I'm giving y'all an open panel, and I believe this open panel is going great tonight. What do y'all think? I believe it's going great tonight. So this is something that we can want to do as often as possible. All right. So yeah, it's real good. One other thing too, y'all, that I actually know Wendell. Wendell was actually my cousin. So yeah, he pulling up and supporting the stream. Appreciate it a whole lot, bro.
Hey, anytime.
But yeah, this is the Ask Urban Anything. Let me go ahead and get it to the sun chat real quick. I see James. He done pulled up in the building. What's up with it, bro? Who else in here? Oh, Constance, you late as hell. How you the moderator? You over an hour late for work. What the hell's going on with you?
That's bullshit.
Well, you tripping tonight. Who else we got? Oh, that's everybody else. But yeah, I appreciate it. And then she kept on asking me to my Urban, is this sex one-on-one tonight, Urban? No, it is not. We just having a normal conversation. It just kind of led to this.
God damn.
I'm just saying, y'all, it just kind of led to it. So, but also, y'all, the link is pinned at the very top of the chat. If y'all want to come up on this panel and you want to ask Urban a question, or you got a topic that you want to engage with me in, by all means, you can come up here and ask your question. It's by all means, I don't mind that at all, because y'all know. My normal podcast is pretty structured. I have a certain topic and I just run with it. So I'm just saying. Hey, Vuz talking about Wendell is family. Yeah, he family. Yeah, he family. Constance, she's talking about Urban. I wasn't at home an hour ago, so don't do me, Lord. Okay, okay, all right. It's all good. It is all good. So. Hold up. Annette, she said this: getting the toes sucked is a damn good foreplay that turns into not regular sex, but hot sex.
God damn.
I'm just saying, she knows the game. She knows the game. And I already know that Vons and Mr. Vons, they're gonna be sucking on each other's toe all night. They're probably doing it right now, sucking on each other's toe right now as they listen to the stream.
What?
I'm just saying. Y'all. So what else? What else we can want to talk about while we're up here? What say you, Wonder? What else we can want to engage into a conversation about, real quick?
Oh,
Let's
okay.
see.
So, I'd say what being that this generation is about, I guess the ladies of this generation is about just really getting what they can get and taking advantage of gentlemen who are open to give them what they want. What are your thoughts about this new generation or group of guys who are actually like leaving the country to try to find love?
Oh, gotcha. The question about the passport bros. I have a double perspective about that. The first point that I want to make about the passport bros is if they're leaving the country for the sole purpose of just trying to smash women just because they feel like that they can't get American women, then I don't agree with that at all, period. I think that is the most lamest beta thing that you can ever do.
Beta.
That is me personally. But however, if they're doing it legitimately, where they say, you know what, I've been in America, and I'm just expanding my horizons. I'm trying to not just limit myself in America, but I'm just trying to see if I could find my actual wife somewhere around the world, and that's their intentions of doing that, then I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, what about you?
You said, what about me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's your views about the passport bros?
Sometimes it seems like it goes both ways because before I even heard about the passport bros, my wife and I used to watch 90 Day Fiance,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
it was one of those situations where there would be guys going to other countries or whatever to meet ladies, and some of the guys were going just so they can take advantage of them, and some of them were genuinely going to meet like a potential partner. But on the flip side, it also seemed like that this quote unquote potential partner was also trying to get something out of the guy because they were trying to get back to the States.
Yep.
And pretty much, whatever it took to get here, they would do because they know that once they got here and they got themselves established and they, I guess, did their time, which was like 2-3 years or something like that, then they were out of there. It's like, okay, I don't want to be in this marriage no more. So it's kind of hard or whatever, because just like when they leave the country to go and meet someone, the people over there probably really don't have an idea of what to expect. But at the same time, when you go and meet somebody over there, you don't have an idea of what to expect because they could very well just be trying to get to America, and they're going to tell you anything that you want to hear and do anything that you want them to do in an effort to like get over here so that they can really live their best life. And a lot of times it may not include you.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, I actually have a story behind that too. About I think almost like 3 to 4 years ago. And I had a coworker that worked with me. Right, she was African, And so one day she had approached me and said that even though she was working here in America, she only she only had a work visa and that was it, and she was trying to become an actual U.S. citizen. And so she learned that there are a couple of ways how she can become a U.S. citizen. The first way is for her to get out. For her to get her visa, the actual go through the whole process of getting a visa, which that takes time for her to do. Another way was for her to get married and have a child. Now, the thing about it is that she had to get married and have a child by an American man, and her child have to be born on U.S. soil, and therefore she'll automatically be granted what's it called? Asylum.
Citizenship.
Yeah, citizenship asylum, right? Because she now have a child that's born on U.S. soil. So she came to me with a proposal, and I kid you not. She had asked me, could I go ahead and marry her, right, and have a child with her? And she said that her parents was willing to pay me up to $30,000 in order to do that, to marry her and have her child and be in a match with her for 7 years, so she could become a U.S. citizen. As you can see, yo boy said, "Hell no."
That's bullshit.
Hell no. But that goes back to what you were saying earlier about what they was doing. They're trying to attain citizenship in America. So they'll do what they got to do to get it.
Right.
So I'm kind of curious. Those of y'all in the chat, would you do that? Would you allow a woman to pay you $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 to be married to them for 7 years and have their child so they could become a citizen of this country? Would y'all do that? Like me, no, it's not working. Then on top of that, I want y'all to want to consider this too. The moment after when that child is born into this country, guess what? That woman can put you on child support. So does imagine this woman will put you on child support, and let's say that you go through the full 7 years, right? And y'all end up divorcing, right? Depending on where you stay at in the States, right? That woman could not only get child support on you, but she could get spousal support and or alimony on you as well too. So my question is, would y'all still consider to do that, knowing that all this is out there?
She about to get all that 30,000 back.
Sure, lives and then some, plus interest. I'm telling you,
That's bullshit.
And I'm seeing people in the chat say, sure, hell yeah. y'all wildin'. Solo, what's up with it, man? Salute, welcome to the show. He said, shoot, name that price again, bro. I throw a high price out there. It could be $100,000. If she willing to give you $100,000, but you got to be married to her for 7 years and you got to want to give her a child. Would you do it for $100,000? I say hell no, because just like I say, she's going to ultimately get all that back plus interest, because depending on where you stay at, she's going to get spousal support and or alimony, and she's going to put your boy on child support too.
Unless there is an unless to that. Unless in that 7 years of your marriage, y'all actually have a real good marriage. Y'all raise the child correctly, and you actually fall in love with each other and go through the process of like doing life together, like seriously. Then after those 7 years, it won't matter, because it's possible that she won't even be viewing it that way. She'll be viewing it as she's married to someone who loves her, and she has a lifestyle, that she wouldn't mind like continuing instead of being a single mother. So she would stick with it and see it through, especially at the end of the day, if she wants to be an American citizen with a child that's in a happy marriage.
Yep, I could see that. I could see that. I'm not going to even argue down on that at all. I'm not going to even argue down on that. That is a good rebuttal. That's a very good rebuttal. Very good. Now I was also thinking about saying this. I was also thinking about saying like, well, you really don't know how Africans are, because like when it comes to African women dating American men, they have a totally different perspective about us. They believe that African men are lazy, regardless if you have a career or not. They believe that you're lazy. They believe that the African men over there are well more established than the American men. They then consider about the family itself, like the father and mother, which the father and mother also have this certain type of perspective about African men, you know. But however, going back to your argument, Wendell, what I'm saying is still gonna notify the point that if she actually do decide to fall in love with you, then it don't even matter anyway. It's not gonna matter about how the way her family feels. It's not gonna matter about how she feel and nothing like that, because she's in love with you now, right?
Right.
Yep. So that's why I say I can't even want to rebuttal that one. I can't rebuttal that one at all. You know, that's a good rebuttal, man. I ain't lying. So let's see. Solo, he said, nah, the stress ain't worth it, bro. Just don't do it. Miss Banks, she said that can be tricky because what you got, he gets a share and brought nothing to the table. That is very interesting about the bring it to the table part. That's very interesting. Like, say for example, you're the one who have all the monetary value and everything, right? And she really don't have nothing at all to bring to the table other than her body. That's all she got, and that's all she brought. So, yeah. Let's see. Assets assured that you accumulate before the marriage, so just get a prenup. So how you feel about the one prenup thing? Do you think in a situation that a prenup would be beneficial?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, definitely. In that case, in a situation like that, a prenup should be like easy. A prenup should literally be expected, because it's I'm doing you a favor in order for you to be able to stay here. So in that, there needs to be something in place that shields me from anything negative after these 7 years. And if she's serious about her intent and just wanted to become a citizen, yeah, she should sign that prenup without a problem, because it shouldn't be about what she can get from you after 7 years other than citizenship.
Mm-hmm. So since this is considered as an exchange for goods or services, will she be considered as a sex worker?
That's a good question.
Yeah, what
I don't
say
have
y'all?
an answer for that.
what say y'all, chat? Earlier we made an establishment about sex workers. Basically, what they do, they exchange goods or services for them giving their body. So in this particular scenario where we talk about right now about the African woman and she trying to get citizenship, right? Would she be considered as a sex worker? What do y'all think about that? Yeah, put it in the chat. What do y'all think about that?
Actually, if they get married before the kid, then no, because they're married.
Yeah, even in this scenario where the marriage is not pure. I'm not saying in this scenario that she actually is falling in love with the dude. She still had that same mentality that she's trying to get something out of him.
I guess in the view of the marriage not being pure, like it kind of lines up to me. It kind of lines up with like the arranged marriages that they do in India and things like that, where the benefits of those at times has a lot to do with the family and the family's wealth, or what the family has, and how they're trying to bring those two families together through the offspring, making the offspring get married. So it's almost in that same like ballpark or that same area for me. So I would still kind of view it the same way. It's pretty much an arranged marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't do anything until after the marriage, then I don't view it as sex work.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So since it's a pre-arranged marriage, that means that from your viewpoint, it's not going to be considered as her exchanging goods and services, right? For something.
I mean, it is. It's still an exchange of goods and services, but I'm always, I guess in my mind, I'm always see a sex worker as a one-off. Like, we're going to do this. I'm going to give you some money. And then, you're going to move around. And then I'll holler at you again or whatever when I need some more money or something like that. But if it's a relationship and even something a more solid relationship like a marriage, then it's hard for me to put it in that sex worker category.
Yeah, but you just proving my argument though by what you just said. If she's getting that for some type of exchange of goods and services, right? And in the scenario, she said that she's the one who's going to pay him money, right? In order to do that. That's basically what a sex worker does. The only difference is that it's not him paying her, she paying him. So you could honestly say that it could be in reverse. It could be the dude who's an actual sex worker. If you want to look at it in that perspective.
Okay, so how about this? You're single. There's this lady. She's from a wealthy family. I mean, she's a nice looking lady or whatever. She's not married yet. Let's say the father is the CEO of your job, or the owner of your job. And basically he comes and tells you that, I need to get my daughter married. You know her, y'all work together or whatever. You know the type of person she is. If you would date and even consider marrying my daughter, it would mean so much to me, to the point where, as my son-in-law, I would entertain the idea of promoting you, or even when I retire, entertain the idea of leaving the company for you to take over. You don't necessarily get that money up front, but if you get married to her and you're in a family, now you become the CEO or eventually become the CEO of this multi-million-dollar company. Are you a sex worker?
So, heck yeah. especially if he's smashing it. Yeah, he is. so that's $1 million payout for being a sex worker, huh?
This is after you and her get married. Y'all don't do anything beforehand. This is after y'all get married.
Oh,
But the
so
man
part of the prearrangement is that you can't have no sexual encounter whatsoever, right?
until after you get married, because he don't believe in that.
Oh,
He's trying to marry his daughter off. But after that, yeah, he wants grandkids.
oh heck no.
That's bullshit.
I ain't doing it out there. So how's that? I guess that's considered as a pre-arrangement, right?
Yeah.
Versus oh Lord, oh. But would y'all do something like that, chat? Because I don't know about that one. But were you anticipated that this will happen, but it's not going to happen unless the same father, right? He were to write out a contract to you, and you were to sign this legal document saying that, hey, this is what's going to happen if you were to do this particular act of deed. Then I will consider that. But if it's just by word of mouth, anything could change. He could find another dude in the same company that's even better than you to say, you know what? Forget you, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean he could do that, but once you get married, yeah, something as well. The thing about that is, once you get married, it's as my son-in-law, I will boost you up into this position, and if he doesn't, he's still married to his daughter. You can hold off until he dies off, and then she gets everything, and then divorce her and get half.
Dang, bro, that's cold.
But I'm just saying.
Dang. Cause yeah, he'll be legally obligated to get 50-50 of that whole entire estate, unless what you stated earlier about the one prenuptial agreement. But that prenuptial agreement could be built into the contract if he were to make that a legal binding document. But if it's word of mouth, then shoot.
Right. I ain't believe nothing nobody's saying. I need it on paper, notarized and everything.
Yeah, for real. Facts. Facts. But yeah, But that's the whole situation, period, about trying to get paid to get into the country and all this stuff there. Like some people would do it. I heard some people would literally do it because they're just trying to get a quick payout. If that's what y'all want to do, it is what it is. But like me personally, I wouldn't recommend doing it because when you weigh it all the way out, the end goal is that you're not benefiting from it at all from my point of view. You're just not. Yeah, even with the matter of fact, let's switch it up. All right. So we was talking about the passport bros earlier. How do you feel about the passport girls or the passport women? How you feel about them?
I didn't know they existed. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's passport women.
Oh man, I'll have to do my research then. I didn't know they existed. Are
Yeah.
they doing the same thing?
Yeah. It's women out there right now. They're getting their passport. They're saying forget the American men over here. Forget the Pookies and Roy Rays that they already got a baby with. They said that they leaving the country and going abroad to find a husband. They saying since if the men can do it, hell, we can do it too. But the thing about it is that let's be real about it. The women actually been doing this way before the men. You know what I'm saying? That's what they got the whole notion about hot girl summer, girls trip. You know what I'm saying? Where they be these women, they be having their passports. They end up on going to their favorite spot, which is the Dominican Republic or what else they go? Barbados. Especially
Bahamas,
Bahamas, Jamaica. Yep. So they been doing it, especially with that movie with Stella Got a Groove Back. That was the whole point of her being a passport sister. She got with her homegirls, right, to get over a man who was in America to get with a Jamaican dude. to smash them. So they've been doing that way before we been doing it as men, going abroad. The only difference is that they wasn't trying to find no husband; they was going to just smash him. But that's a lot of women argument right now about the passport bros, that they're just going over there just to smash women because they're unsuccessful at doing it over here in America. But women been doing the same as that thing. What they doing?
I mean, I get it, but I also feel like, as a man or whatever, especially in America, whatever, unless you just think differently, you want to meet women, and you don't want to meet women just to be friends with them. You want to meet women with the attention. The attention is on at least being intimate, because that's a natural thing. At least being intimate. If it leads to something else, great, but at least being intimate. But when it becomes like so difficult because of how society has, or how this generation and media has made it, it's like now I have to make a decision. Do I sit over here for the next 10, 20 years being celibate or whatever and wasting money and doing all of this extra whatever just to get turned down? Or do I go somewhere where society hasn't gotten a hold of this particular female yet and actually have a fighting chance of making some kind of connection?
Yeah,
And
I
it's
can
like,
agree with that.
because I mean, as messed up as it seems, like with what you're dealing with here, with what some men are dealing with here, bro, some people gonna die virgins, because it's just gonna be that difficult unless they're just willing to go out and pay for it.
And
And it shouldn't.
that's the sad reality of it, is that where we come up to that conclusion that they gonna have to pay for. Well, when I hear things like that, not only I think about the men out there who are single right now, but I also think about our children. You know what I'm saying? Preferably like my son going out here and potentially trying to find a wife. You know what I'm saying? And that's stuff like that. That's what made me really think hard about this. And that's one of the main reasons why I talk about this on this channel, is because I want to bring awareness about the different behaviors of modern day women, and also about these men out here who I call beta males, because what they are out here doing these crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying, and literally ruin the dating market, and also literally oversaturating it with all this toxic energy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel some type of way, because I don't want our children to go through that, period. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I definitely understand it. But that's why, like, I felt like, so when I was younger or whatever, and I would see like a dude that I knew, maybe a black dude or whatever, and I would see him with a Hispanic girl or a white girl. I used to have issue with that. It's like, hey man, what, you can't find a sister? Like, why are you dating outside of your race? But it's like now, once I see what's going on, it's just like these cats out here just looking for love, and it's whoever gonna love them, that's who they gonna love back. And these sisters giving these dudes a hard time, they gonna tolerate it for so long, and then they're just gonna be like, hey, I just want who want me. And the people that be wanting them end up being the white women, or the Hispanic women, or the women from like other countries. And I really can't hate on that, because at the end of the day, everybody want to be loved. So I don't even say anything anymore. Sure, with a white woman, I'm like, cool. Hey, if she love you, then that's all that matter.
But I know black
Yeah,
women have an issue with that.
yeah. I know you're married right now, but let's say hypothetically that you wasn't married. Would you date interracial like that? Would that be your first preference to do that, or are you still sticking with dating a sister, dating a black woman as your first preference? Hello. Well, why he's doing that now? When I went back into the data market, my I didn't have a preference best back how I had a preference back then. This time around, it really didn't matter to me. It didn't matter if I dated a sister or interracial. It didn't matter to me at all. Longest at that time, I just found somebody who was the suitable for me, and I'll be suitable for her. But sometimes with other people, right? They it's different. Some people they want to stay within their actual said race. They don't want to swirl out or anything like that.
Right. And that's how I would be in that type of situation. But I would have a low, was it high tolerance? Low tolerance. I would have low tolerance. Like,
Hmm.
so any red flag or anything that made me feel uneasy,
Hmm.
I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tolerate anything just because you are a black woman or a quote unquote black queen. Like, I need to feel a certain way. I need to be treated a certain way. And I don't care who you are or what title you feel like you should have. If you can't treat me that way, then I'll find somebody who can, even if they're a
Yeah.
different color.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree to that. Let me ask you this question. Um, a lot of well, yeah, I don't say a lot. A lot of black women believe that black men have a problem when they date outside of their race. How do you feel about that? Do you believe that's a true statement or not?
What, black women dating outside of their race?
Yeah.
Me personally, if I'm not trying to talk to you, I don't care who you date.
Hmm. Yeah, because I been on like looking at different podcasts right on YouTube, and different women been saying the same thing where they they say that the men been having problems with them dating outside their race. They use a term that they dating these what they call them, zesty dudes or whatever they call them, but not zesty. They zaddies, yeah, zaddies. They be
Okay.
dating these zaddies out there, right? And so they say that the black man feels some type of way. As a matter of fact, I think I did a video about this probably like months ago, where the man was looking at the sister crazy because she was holding hands with a dude that wasn't black. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But thing about that is that that's not with every dude. Like me, I'm with you on that too. On Wonder Day, it don't matter to me. I don't care. Like if I see you with a man who is black, I don't care. It don't make no difference to me. I'm not gonna look at you crazy. I'm not gonna give you that look like, well, why you with him? You need to be with a black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care personally, but it is dudes out there that do that for real. They just look this. I can't describe it because it's just stupid to me personally. And also, I seen women who have that same type of behavior too, where they see black men with white women or Hispanic women or women who are not black. You know what I'm saying? They be looking the same exact way. But it does ridiculous to me.
Now, I guess if I just reached far enough or whatever, I could see like how that could be an issue towards certain black man, and it could be something that goes all the way back to slavery, where
Mm-hmm.
the white man would pretty much take the black woman, take her away from her family or whatever, have kids with her, and then ship the husband off or whatever to a different plantation or whatever, so that they're not even together anymore. Either kill them or ship them off to a different plantation to where they're not even together anymore. So it's one of those things where in our history of being here, the white man used to forcefully take you away from us. And now that we have a little bit of freedom, you voluntarily go to him. You don't have to force it anymore. Now that's reaching, but I can see.
Now that's an interesting point, because that dives into the concept about being socially programmed. You know what I'm saying, to do that type of behavior. But that's a good perspective. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna go ahead and end this show. So we've been I've been live for almost 3 hours now. What the heck? So you have any final thoughts?
No, just it was definitely a great show, great topics, a great conversation. I really enjoyed it. I definitely keep my eyes open for the next. Is everything? Yeah, keep my eyes open like for the next podcast where you decide to have a panel, because yeah, I enjoyed it. Hope that everyone else enjoyed it.
Oh
And,
yeah. I also enjoyed it too. Even though that I normally don't be doing the panel thing, but this was pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good and stuff too. So I also learned a lot, not only by doing panels, but just learned a lot about just interacting with people and all that good stuff. So it was a learning curve for me as well too. So once again, I appreciate it a whole lot that you pulled up. And I appreciate everybody else who pulled up as well too to the stream too. Thank you so much. Oh, you had something else to say? Are you good?
I didn't have anything else.
Okay. All right. Well, other than that, y'all, I appreciate everyone who tuned into the stream today, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. A whole lot. Yeah. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say other than that, y'all. I not really do. I appreciate y'all. I also appreciate all my moderators who were in the chat, including Constance, who was late as hell. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody else. Miss Banks. We even had James pulled up in the building as well too. Thank y'all so much, and everyone else who are watching us live, and everybody else who going to catch the replay of this as well too. Thank y'all so much. All right. So other than that, y'all, make sure that y'all hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't did it already, hit that thumbs up button, because it do help the channel out a whole lot. Those of y'all who are content creators, make sure you share out this stream as well too, because it helps the channel out a whole lot. So thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all again on the next episode. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. That's me again, y'all. Bye.